Okay, so the next thing I want to work with you on is understanding how we can set up submissions from the side smash position. Okay, this is something that I've gone over in the Ultimate Pressure Passing System for the gi, and you guys have already seen how we can set up the guillotines and the darces and everything else from the side smash. Well, the other thing I'm going to look for is my ability to find the head and arm choke. Okay, the side smash position is such a powerful position, and the fact that not only are we passing and be able to mount and everything else, but we can catch submissions in that process and be able to finish the match, you know, while we're setting that up and still inside their guard. Okay, so let's take a look at what I'm talking about. We're gonna say that I was able to do, you know, one of my setups. Maybe I drove my knee in here, and I was able to get into the side smash position with my knee between his legs. Okay, now as I'm coming in, I'm looking to make my upper body control. You know, he's gonna try to defend this, from keeping me from locking my hands, and him trying to get space to get his legs untangled here. All right. So as he's pushing, you know, maybe he's blocking my arm, things like this. I'm gonna always be pummeling inside, circling in, and searching for his head. And I'm gonna pay attention to this elbow, because if it comes up too high, I can pass this over and look to lock my hands, okay, around his head. When I lock my hands, I'm not gonna use my thumbs, and I'm gonna go palm down with the hand that's around his neck, okay? So I'm gonna lock just like this, and I'm gonna start to hug my head on the back of his tricep, all right, to keep him from being able to recover that arm, okay? So I'm gonna come forward, put a lot of pressure there. Now I'm gonna start to work my way into the mount position, circling my knee in. But I know that he's gonna wanna hook my foot. And this is not even a big deal, especially no gi. I'm gonna be able to free my foot right over here without any problem, okay? My focus is on choking him, okay, and finishing the submission. So I start to transition. Once I start to slide into the mount now, even though he's got my foot hooked, I'm gonna lean really far forward and really use my head to fit his arm into position until I get my head all the way on the mat. This is very important, okay? You wanna take out any little space that there is, you know, between his shoulder to his neck and my arm to his neck. So I'm really gonna feed this and kind of adjust it a little bit. Now I can feel that it's really tight, okay? I'm gonna keep my head down. Now he's gonna be hanging onto my foot for dear life. All I need to do is use my other foot to pry open the space for me to transition my leg over into knee in the stomach. Now I'll continue to drive my head into his head, start to add my squeeze, and there's your choke, okay? Another thing that's really important there is that you flex your front of your shoulder right here into their neck, okay? Let's turn a little bit. This side, you guys see again. So I got into the side smash. He's trying to fight me off, okay? I circle my arm in, pass his elbow, and look to slide into the head and arm position, okay? Now I'm gonna start to slide my knee in for the mount. I know he's gonna hook my foot. It's no problem. I'm gonna continue to use my head. You see how I'm driving here to keep this nice and tight without any space. From here, look, my foot, I just circle inside, and I'm going to use this to transition directly into knee in the stomach. I really like the knee in the stomach finish for the head and arm choke, because it's going to keep him from being able to reach forward and grab his leg. You know, a lot of guys will like hook around their leg to take away the space for the choke, okay? So when I transition, I'll go to the knee in the belly, so he'll never be able to reach his leg to begin with, all right? So in that very ending, you get this all tight, all the slacks out. You open up the leg. Look, I just go straight to the knee in the belly. My other foot comes up, and I drive my head into the choke here, add the squeeze, and there's the finish, all right? One more time. Let's go back to this side, so you can watch me fit with my head. Here. One other thing that you can do too is force this head and arm, all right? Maybe he's staying really tight. I can circle my hand here, palm up, through the tricep, down and around his ear, okay? And then lock. All right, so always pay attention for this. Whether you want to come inside and force it, or if they're trying to push you and you're able to knock the elbow over and then lock, okay? Now, I'm working my way to mount. He hooks my foot, no problem. Look how I'm going to use my head. This is big. This adjustment just sets it all in nice and tight. Now I use my foot, free my leg, and then here I can finish with a nice tight head and arm choke. So this just gives you one more option to make your passing game not just involve passing the guard, but also submission hunting during that process, which is super powerful. And people will make those mistakes to allow you to catch the submission because they're so concerned of defending the pass, especially a pressure passing position such as the side smash. Okay, so pay attention to how you can catch that head and arm choke there.